Alessa. Hi, Alex. Good morning.
Alex, good morning.
Alessa. Is something wrong? You were there outside Adino's house yesterday. Yes, at that time, I thought it wasn't a good time to approach you. So,
Alex, so you already know about my work. Yesterday, when I reached Adino's house, he mentioned that their gang deals with other gangs for arms and heavy weapons. But suddenly, two people came out from our gang. They started killing members of the other gang. One was a man and the other was a woman. Adino tried to convince the other gang members that these two weren't part of their gang. But before he could take any action, both gangs engaged in a violent fight. Many members from both sides were killed, and Adino was injured by these two individuals. After the bloodshed, they told us to follow the principles of King Omix. They also mentioned that King Omix has organized a new event after one day. Those who want to join the event should come to the Grand Hotel where it will be held. Adino said that on that day he called all his gang members to that building to take down King Omix.
Just then, Lucia arrives, noticing the curious expressions on their faces.
Alessa, nothing important. We were just discussing where to go today. Lucia, you can go anywhere. But I've already planned to enjoy the day with Alex in the park.
Alex, Lucia, before deciding on your own, you could have asked me. I'm too busy today. Yesterday, my phone died, and so many things happened. Today, our boss has organized a big meeting, and all employees are required to be present.
Lucia, who is your boss? I thought you were working in Dr. Robin's lab, so when did you start calling him boss?
Alex, I've called him boss since day one. Well, I'm going now. I'll meet you all in the evening, so you two can enjoy your time together.
Alex leaves the room.
Lucia, the thinking. Alex, there's something you're hiding from me, and Alessa seems to know, but not me.
About Alex. Alex often wears gloves to hide the small holes in his nails. When his body becomes dry or he feels tired, he puts his finger in a substance, not something too hard like metal, and absorbs the liquid from it. If he puts his finger into a person's wound, it absorbs all the blood, water, and nutrients from their body. The same goes for tree holes. He absorbs all the liquid from them. This process increases Alex's strength. If he doesn't absorb liquids, his skin will peel off from his bones, and he will die. Afterward, his bones cannot hold his body together. On the other side, at Clark's proprietorship office, Diago is having a meeting with Adino and Gilbert.
Diago, we've put in a lot of effort, but this person, King Olmex, keeps killing our men. Who the hell is he? Does he want to wipe us out of the city? Adino, we need to take him down at his own event.
Adino, I agree, and I need the support of all the gang members. Father, brother, lend me your strength. I will go there myself. With my leadership, we'll take them down at the Grand Hotel. Gilbert, thinking, he's organizing another event, and he'll do the same thing again, killing people. People's greed will come to an end there. He's too smart, playing a game to make people kill each other, and he enjoys it. That's his game plan. Adino, so we didn't start any fights with anyone.
Diago, I wanted you to kill that bastard and spread fear under our leadership throughout the city.
Adino leaves the meeting and finds Alex and other gang members waiting outside the office, eager to know the outcome.
Adino, tomorrow, we're going to the Grand Hotel to take down King Omix.
Alex, who is he? King Omix.
Adino, he was a top priority enemy of ours. He killed many of our members, and now he has organized another event. His members tried to kill me during the arms deal yesterday. Tomorrow, we'll take revenge for all our brothers.
Another gang member. Boss, are we going to take down just one enemy? Is he too dangerous?
Adino, you will witness his true strength in the upcoming event. He is incredibly powerful, so do not underestimate him. He wields a mysterious magic that allows him to effortlessly dispatch his foes. Do not entertain the notion that defeating him will be an easy task.
Next scene, in the evening. Dr. Jekyll rings the doorbell. Dr. Robin opens the gate and sees Dr. Jekyll standing in front of him.
Dr. Robin? Welcome, sir. I was informed by my friend. I can't believe I'm meeting my idol now. I have studied all your work since college.
Dr. Jekyll, thinking. So, he was one of my followers. Nice. Thank you for the appreciation. Should I come inside?
Dr. Robin. Yes. I forgot to tell you about it. Dr. Robin continues, Sir, the achievements you have made are milestones for all of us. But after the first successful brain transfer, you haven't done any other brain transfers.
Dr. Jekyll, yeah, due to a busy schedule.
Suddenly, the doorbell rings again. Dr. Robin opens the gate.
Patcher, is Dr. Jekyll here?
Dr. Robin. Yes, he is.
And then they go to Dr. Jekyll.
Patcher, should I stay with you for today?
Dr. Robin. Dr. Jekyll. His brain was also transferred by you. I have seen the stitches clearly.
Dr. Jekyll, yes, but don't ask too many questions from him. He can't answer.
Dr. Robin. I'm curious about him, and I want to ask Patcher about his history and which era he comes from.
Patcher, looking at Dr. Jekyll, nods.
Dr. Jekyll, yes, I'm also curious about your story. Please tell us the real story, as what I have read about your history wasn't accurate. Share your true story with us.
Patcher, okay. People called me the assassin. When I was 7 years old, in my childhood, my brother Albert, who was 15, always took care of me after our mother's death. Our father died in a war with another nation, as our mother told us. But after she passed away, my brother realized he couldn't provide enough food for both of us. He felt that he needed to work more to feed me as well. So, he suggested that I should live with a wealthy family who would provide me with daily meals. I disagreed with his words, but I didn't know that he had already sold me to them. The next day, the rich couple came and took me with them. I thought they adopted me as their child, but when I reached their home, I saw the true picture. They had bought me as a slave. My brother and I didn't meet again since then. Days went by, and after 13 years, when I turned 20, the behavior of that rich couple changed. They started caring for me as their own child. They didn't have any biological children, so they began caring about me. I lived a happy life and accepted them as my family. But one day, as they were coming home, they were killed by some ninjas. I received the information and reached the scene. They were both dead. At first, I didn't have any clue about who did it, but slowly, I understood who the mastermind behind it was. Both the rich couple had mentioned my name in their will, so after a few days, all the businesses and responsibilities were transferred to me. A few days later, my brother came to the home and asked, "Brother, I heard the news. What happened to them? Who killed them?" I looked at him and said, "I see you for the first time in so many years. You didn't come once during all this time. You sold me to these people, and now you come back, thinking I would forget all of that." Albert replied, "Brother, I always cared for you. That's why I suggested you go with them, because we couldn't earn that much money in these 13 years where we were." I interrupted, "But I also cared for them. They didn't treat me as a slave, they treated me as their own child." "Albert, how they treated you, you know very well, and that's why I took revenge by killing them." "Patcher, did you kill them for me or for yourself? Why did you do this? It was only for money." "Albert, listen, brother. I made a lot of efforts for you to acquire this property. You worked hard to gain their trust, and that's why they transferred all the assets to you. I've been waiting for this moment. Now we can both live happily without any poverty." "Patcher, I can't accept this. What you did was wrong, and I can't accept this money either. I will donate all the money to the king's charity." "Albert, if you don't want this money, then leave. But don't say it again. If you do, I will have no option but to remove your body parts. You'll stay alive, but as my puppet." Patcher tries to punch Albert, but some ninjas appear and capture Patcher. "Albert, take him to the cage. I will teach him some manners on how to speak to elder brothers." As the ninjas take Patcher with them, he manages to free himself and runs away from the house. He heads to the forest, consumed by thoughts of his brother's actions and the murder of the rich couple. He stumbles upon an assassin group staying in the forest and decides to join them. The assassin's main work is to kill people for money, showing no mercy. After several months and many successful missions, Patcher's thirst for revenge against his brother remains unquenched. His name becomes well known among the people. One day, Patcher approaches the leader of the assassin group and requests a mission. The leader, who always trusts Patcher, assigns him 4 assassins to complete the task. Patcher returns to the house where his brother is staying. Unbeknownst to them, Albert has a group of skilled ninjas supporting him. As Patcher and one assassin enter the mansion, a fierce fight ensues between the ninjas and assassins. While the battle rages on, Patcher realizes that Albert may be hiding in a secret location within the house. He decides to go alone and investigate. Another assassin continues fighting with the remaining enemies behind them. Patcher reaches a hidden room below the floor, where more than 20 ninjas are present, and Albert is sleeping at a distance. Patcher fights each ninja, taking down most of them. However, his body is reaching its limits, and his wounds worsen, bringing him close to death. He collapses to the ground. After a few minutes, Patcher regains consciousness and sees he tied up in front of Albert, blood flowing from his wounds. 2 ninjas stand behind Albert. Albert, so, you have killed many ninjas without caring about yourself. Now you're dying, and tears fall from his eyes. Tell mother and father that their elder brother loves them a lot and also loves me. Albert instructs the ninjas to kill Patcher. As they begin to draw their swords, their heads are suddenly severed. Albert sees another assassin standing there. Patcher, you have done my work, friend. I wanted to see him die in front of me. Kill him. Before Albert can say anything, the assassin kills him. Assassin, hold on, we will reach the base soon, and then you will be fine. Patcher, forget it. I know my body is giving up. There is no strength left. Assassin, Albert was a cruel person. He killed many families and only loved money. Patcher, tell everyone our stories, how we achieved what we did for society. Patcher dies, and the assassin takes his body to their leader. Leader, he was a brave and kind person. He didn't fear death and fought tough opponents, even against ninjas. I give permission to preserve Patcher's brain. Now, Dr. Jaikal has reincarnated me. That's my story as an assassin.
Dr. Robin, you were a great hero in your era, over 200 years ago.
Dr. Jekyll, I think we have talked enough for today. Shall we continue the discussion tomorrow?
Dr. Robin. Oh yes, of course. I forgot that you have other work to do. Carry on.
Dr. Robin leaves the room where Dr. Jekyll and Patcher were staying.
Patcher, tomorrow is the day when King Olmex organizes the event at the Grand Hotel.
Dr. Jekyll, and tomorrow will be his last day alive.
And then they go to sleep in their rooms. This concludes the 11th episode of The Mystic Skeleton. I hope you connected with the previous story patches as well. So, join us in the mysterious journey of the skeleton, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Imaginative Insight.